so for my makeup labs for desserts, I'm gonna make monster cookies and pudding. So I'm gonna start with the cookies. I'm gonna add a half cup of softened butter. And then I'm gonna get 1 cup of brown sugar. And then a half cup of peanut butter. So now I'm gonna mix this stuff together until it's creamy. So that looks good, so I'm gonna add 1 egg to that. And then I'm also gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So then in this next bowl, I'm gonna add flour, baking soda, cornstarch, baking powder, or baking soda, salt, and then I'm gonna whisk that all together. So 3/4 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm gonna whisk all that together. So now I'm gonna slowly add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add 1.5 cup of oats, 1 cup of chocolate chips, and 1 cup of M&Ms. So now that I've got all that added, I'm gonna go ahead and mix it all up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these on the trays. I've got my oven on 350 warming up. And then we'll bake them for 7 to 9 minutes. Cookies are all done, look good. All right, so now that those cookies are done, I'm gonna make some butterscotch pudding. So the first thing I'm gonna do is mix some brown sugar, cornstarch, and salt in a bowl. So I'm gonna get 1 cup of brown sugar. So I got 1 cup of brown sugar. And then I'm gonna get a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And then I need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix all that together quick. So So now what it says to do is add just enough milk so it's like a thick paste. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Looks pretty good there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get 3 cups of milk and bring that to a boil in a saucepan. And then I'll eventually add this sugar mixture to that. So I'll get that heating up and that'll start to boil. So while that's heating up, I need 3 egg yolks. So I'm gonna go ahead and separate those right now. So I got the 3 egg yolks, so I'm gonna go ahead and beat those. So now this milk is boiling, so I'm gonna add this brown sugar mixture to it. I'm gonna stir that in to the milk. Okay, so now I'm gonna temper the egg yolks. So I'm gonna add some of this hot mixture to the egg yolks and just stir that in. So now that that's done, I'm just gonna pour that right back in. So now I'm gonna take it off the heat. And I'm gonna stir in a 1/4 cup of butter. And then some vanilla. And I'm gonna stir that in until it's melted. So I got that stirred in, so I'll let it cool and it should be good to go.